Ever feel like you're at a crossroads? Maybe you're thinking about a career change, or you just feel a little lost. It's a feeling a lot of us know. Well, today, we're going to explore the one thing that can give you a real sense of direction: finding your why. Does this look familiar? That feeling of just going through the motions, totally unmotivated or directionless? If you're nodding along, you're definitely not alone. But here's the thing: that feeling isn't a dead end. It's actually a signal. It's your brain telling you it's time to connect with something a little deeper. And that's exactly what this is all about. We're not looking at this as some problem you have to solve. Think of it more like a quest. The quest to discover the purpose that truly, genuinely drives you. So, what exactly is a why? Let's be clear. It's not your job title. It's not how much money you make. It's that deep down core belief or cause that inspires you. It's the thing that gives your work, and really your life, a real sense of meaning. Now, I want to be clear, this isn't just some fluffy, feel-good exercise. Finding your why has some serious, tangible benefits that can completely reshape your career and your life. So let's break down the power that comes with that kind of clarity. What's so amazing is how these four things work together. Your why literally becomes your personal compass. First, it gives you direction, right? So you're not just busy for the sake of being busy. You're actually moving towards something that matters to you. That direction unlocks this deep internal motivation that a paycheck just can't compete with. And with that motivation comes resilience. Because when you know the reason behind the struggle, a setback doesn't feel like a failure. It just feels like part of the journey. And maybe the best part, it makes decision-making so much easier. Got a new job offer, a new project, you just run it through a simple filter. Does this align with my why? Okay, so you get it. The benefits are huge. But how do you actually find it? It feels like such a big, abstract question, right? Well, don't worry. We can break it down into a really clear, actionable path. We're going to walk through a simple, four-step guide to get you there. So here's the game plan. We're going to start by looking backward, hunting for clues in your most fulfilling moments. Then we'll connect those experiences to your core values, the stuff that really matters to you. After that, we'll actually craft a purpose statement. And finally, we'll test it and tweak it till it feels just right. All right, let's jump into step one, reflection. Your personal history is basically a treasure map, packed with clues about what really makes you tick. We just have to know what we're looking for. Let's get real with these questions. Seriously, think about a time you were so into what you were doing that hours just flew by. You were in a state of flow. What was it? Or think about a time you felt deep down like you were truly making a difference. The key here isn't just the individual moments, it's the pattern. That common thread that connects all those powerful experiences, that's a direct line to your purpose. Now that you've got those experiences in your head, we can dig a little deeper, down to your fundamental beliefs. Here's a really important point. You don't invent your purpose, you uncover it. And it's always, always rooted in your core values. Your core values are your non-negotiables. They're the principles that guide you, whether you realize it or not. So the challenge for you right now is to pinpoint your top 5. Is it creativity, learning, maybe freedom or contribution? But a quick heads up, be brutally honest with yourself. Don't list the values you think you should have, list the ones you actually live by. These authentic values are going to be the foundation for everything else. Okay, so we've collected all the raw materials. We've looked at our past, we've nailed down our values. Now it's time to build something with them, a personal mission statement that you can actually use. Check out this simple but incredibly powerful formula. It connects your unique action, your contribution, to its ultimate impact, the result you want to create in the world. So for example, it could be to build welcoming communities so that people feel a sense of belonging. Or maybe to simplify complex ideas so that leaders can make better decisions. See how that works? It's clear, it's inspiring, and it's all about what you give, not just what you get. And that brings us to our final step. Look, finding your why isn't some lightning bolt moment. It's a living, breathing thing that's going to evolve as you do. So think of your first draft as just that, a starting point. The real magic happens when you start testing and refining it. So how do you actually test it? First, do a gut check. Read your statement out loud. How does it land? Does it give you a little jolt of energy? Does it just feel true? Next, share it with a friend or a mentor you really trust. You're not looking for their approval. You're looking for clarity. Does it communicate the intention that you feel behind it? So you've done the work, you've reflected, you've defined, you've crafted a purpose statement. Now what? Well, now comes the most important part of all, putting that purpose into action. This is where your why goes from being just an idea to being a real force in your life.
This statement isn't meant to just sit in a journal somewhere. It's an active tool, a compass, for every single decision you make. For the big stuff, like a job change, it's obvious, right? Does this new role let me live my purpose? But the real magic happens when you use it for the small, everyday choices. The project you volunteer for at work, the way you talk to a colleague, even the books you read. When you use it consistently, you build momentum, and you start creating a career that isn't just successful, but is deeply and authentically fulfilling. So I'll just leave you with this thought. You now have the framework to find your compass. The only real question left is, where are you going to let it guide you?